Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear 10th class. Today we are going to start chemistry of class 10. We will start from the chapter number 1, chemical equilibrium. This is very important chapter as board point of view, because in board exams 4 short questions of 2 marks each, 1 long question part of 5 marks and 2 MCQs of 1 mark each are taken from this chapter. In the start, we will start from the basic definitions, that is chemical reactions which may be reversible or irreversible, forward and reverse reactions, chemical equilibrium which may be static or dynamic. Chemical reactions. A chemical reaction happens when one or more chemicals are changed into one or more other chemicals, reactants and products. In a chemical reaction, the substances that combined are called reactants and the new substances formed are called products. Irreversible reaction. The reaction in which products do not recombine to form reactants are called irreversible reactions. They are also known as complete reactions because in these reactions the whole of the reactants react to form the products and the reaction is completed. These reactions are also known as unidirectional reactions because the reaction moves only in one direction, that is from reactants to products. The reactants convert to products and the products cannot convert back to the reactants. They are represented by a single arrow between reactants and products. Here is an example of irreversible reaction. Hydrogen and oxygen gas are gases which are reactants. They react together in the presence of platinum catalyst, and upon heating they form a product, that is water, H2O. At the same time, H2O cannot convert back to the reactants. H2O cannot form hydrogen and oxygen again, so it is a irreversible reaction. Reversible reactions. These are the reactions in which products react to make reactants again. This means that the products can be changed back into the original reactants. These reactions never goes to completion, so that's why they are also known as incomplete reactions, because the reactants form products and products form reactants again, and so the reaction is continuous, so it never goes to completion. This reaction can be represented by a double arrow between the reactants and products. A and B are the reactants, it is a general reaction, and C and D are the products. Double arrow shows that A and B react to form products C and D, and C and D can also react to form products reactants again A and B. Double arrow shows that this reaction can move both in both directions, that is from reactants to products and from products to reactants again. Here is an example of hydrogen and iodine. Hydrogen and iodine are the gases. They are also the reactants. Iodine gas has purple color and hydrogen gas has no color. In the container which contain the reactants, purple color appears due to the presence of iodine gas. As the reaction starts by heating, the symbol which is in triangular form on the arrow shows that the process is going to be heated, and it is a symbol of heating. When hydrogen and iodine reacts upon heating, they form hydrogen iodide and the container becomes colorless. It shows that there is a forward reaction in which hydrogen and iodine react to form hydrogen iodide and the container become colorless due to the appearance of hydrogen iodide. At the same time, the purple color again appear, which shows the reverse reaction. At the same time, some of the molecule of hydrogen iodide react together to form hydrogen and iodine, and the purple color again appear in the container, which shows that reactant react to form product and product again react to form reactants. This reaction, which is forward and reverse, can also be represented by a double arrow between reactants and products. Hydrogen and iodine react to form hydrogen iodide, and hydrogen iodide can convert into hydrogen and iodine again. So it is a representation of reversible reaction. Here is a graphical representation of same reaction. A graph is represented and it is plotted between time and reaction rate. In the start of the reaction, the rate of forward reaction is fast and the rate of reverse reaction is slow and negligible. As the time passes, the rate of forward reaction decreases and the rate of reverse reaction increases. At some stage, the both rates, that is the rate of forward reaction and rate of reverse reaction, become equal. This is the equilibrium state. Our existence is due to equilibrium, and equilibrium phenomena is taking place in atmosphere. We inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide, while plants consume carbon dioxide and release oxygen. This natural process is responsible for the existence of life on the earth. Many environmental systems depend upon the equilibrium phenomena for their existence. For example, concentration of gases in lake water is governed by the principles of equilibrium. The lives of aquatic plants and animals are indirectly related to concentrations of dissolved gases in the water. At equilibrium, there are two possibilities. Equilibrium may be static or dynamic. Static equilibrium is the equilibrium when a reaction ceases to proceed. It is a state when the system is stable and at rest. It occurs when all the particles in the reaction are at rest and there is no motion of particles between the reactants and products. It can be explained by giving the example of building. The building is in the standing position because all the forces react on the building are balanced and the building is at rest and is stable. Dynamic equilibrium. When reaction does not stop, only the rates of forward and reverse reaction becomes equal to each other but take place in the opposite direction. This is called dynamic equilibrium. Dynamic means to be continuous. The reaction is continuous. Rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of reverse reaction. Here is another example of reversible reaction. The forward and reverse reaction are shown separately. Forward reaction. Here is a forward reaction in which calcium oxide and carbon dioxide react and form calcium carbonate. In the reverse reaction, the calcium carbonate decomposes into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide at the same time. Overall reaction shows the reversible reaction in which product can decompose into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide, which is calcium carbonate. At the same time, calcium oxide and carbon dioxide can combine to form the calcium carbonate again. So, the same reaction can be explained by this figure. The figure shows the irreversible reaction as well as the reversible reaction. In the irreversible reaction, the calcium carbonate is heated in an open container. The flask is open. When the calcium carbonate is heated, it decomposes into carbon dioxide and calcium oxide. But as the flask is open, carbon dioxide is allowed to move into the atmosphere. It goes into the surrounding area. So there is no more carbon dioxide to react with calcium oxide to form calcium carbonate again. So in this reaction, the reactant decomposes into products, that is carbon dioxide and calcium oxide. But as carbon dioxide evolves, so the reverse reaction cannot be occur because there is no more carbon dioxide available for calcium oxide to react. So this is an example of irreversible reaction in which the reaction goes to completion. The reaction is complete. In the next figure, the same flask is closed. The container is closed. In this container, when the reactant calcium carbonate is heated, it decomposes into carbon dioxide and calcium oxide. And as the flask is closed, the carbon dioxide is not allowed to move into the atmosphere. So carbon dioxide and calcium oxide react together to form calcium carbonate again. It means that when the forward reaction occurs, at the same time the reverse reaction also occurs. So it is an example of reversible reaction. An equilibrium state can be established by the conversion of reactants to product and from products to reactants again. The rate of both the reactants are equal at equilibrium state, but the direction of the both reaction is opposite, that is forward and reverse. Dear students, at the last of the lecture, we will discuss the important definitions and short questions which are taken from the board past papers. You are advised to learn these definitions carefully. Pay more attention for the learning of these short questions and definitions. First of all, question number 1, which is in 2017 and 19. What is meant by equilibrium state? Then define irreversible reactions and also give example in 2017-19 group 1. What is meant by dynamic equilibrium state? 2019 group 2. Write 2 properties of irreversible reaction in 2016 and 18 group 1. What is meant by complete reaction? How is it represented in 2018 group 1? Dear students, I want to discuss about the answer of this short question, that is complete reaction. You have to write the definition of irreversible reaction here. Define irreversible reaction, which are also called complete reaction. then give its example which we have studied earlier, that is the example of hydrogen and oxygen gas which react together to form water. Now the next question is, give two characteristics of reversible reaction in 2017 group 1 and 2018 group 2. Dear students, you have to write in the answer of this question like define reversible reaction, and then define that what are their direction. They move from left to right. These reaction never goes to completion, left to right and right to left in both sides. These reaction never goes to completion. These are the characteristic of reversible reaction. Then what is static equilibrium? Explain with an example. Define static equilibrium. Then give example of a standing of a building which is included in the book. 2015 group 2. So students learn all these questions carefully.